That should work for Robbie.
You know, for a place where everyone's comfortable calling out when something's wrong, people here sure hate admitting when they're wrong. The writer in me does love the irony.
Good, good.
You gotta hand it to New Yorkers. I wasn't even trying to be funny there. If there's a good time to be had, they'll find it.
And they were footlongs. I'd love to see you all at the fair next week.
Sorry.
The shrimp cocktail competition is going to be biblical. Anyone want to challenge me? Huh? Hey, you paid for that photo, Spider-Man?
I heard this guy dipped his hot dog buns in tomato juice before eating them. Now, I get that it makes it easy for them to go down, but tomato juice? Brother, that ain't right.
Hey, Pete, you got a minute? I could use some perspective on our mutual friend.
What'd Jonah do this time?
Usually I can deal with him, but lately it's like he's determined to get under my skin. You're a veteran. Any advice?
With Jonah, it's a never-ending war. Trust me, pick your battles. You learn how to tune him out eventually.
I'm not sure I have that superpower, Spider-Man. I know I can't die on every hill, but...
But you're Mary Jane Watson, defender of truth. A much cooler superpower.
But maybe you have to give an inch to get one? Ugh, I don't know. I'll think about it. Thanks, Parker.
Anytime, Watson. Not bad.
Ah, the Manhattan Bridge. Can you believe they started building it in 1901? Finished in 1909. I thought it was old when I was a kid, but now, it's just amazing the history that's in this city.
In our house, tradition. Was that a good photo? Post it online.
Ah, here we go. Now, I'll admit, I first walked into his shop because of all the articles about his new flavors, but his traditional ones would have kept me coming back. Sometimes a classic is a classic for a reason.
Ah, very useful.
Pretty big today. Maybe I'll try a moonsault halfway through. Yeah. Throw him out of the ring. Moonsault. You get a lot better shot if you come to the show, Spider-Man.
New York's always had a thriving underground wrestling scene. Even been to a few shows myself. That combination of theatricality with amazing feats of strength and athleticism, it's electrifying.
perfect.
When my son was growing up, I helped coach his youth baseball team here. Every game we played, the parents talk more trash than the kids, myself included.
Excuse me. Not bad.
NYC, the mecca of basketball. Sure, you can play it anywhere with just a ball and a net. But when you got the people in the apartment buildings watching, the other players trash talking, and the sound of rubber hitting asphalt, there's a reason they call it the city game.
That should work for Robbie.
Reminds me of the people who write into the Bugle, and a few who work there. Freedom of speech is a beautiful thing, but saying a thing over and over again doesn't make it true.
Yeah! Whip, whip, baby! Whip it up! Whip it for real!
Good, good.
Well, well, well! Spider-Man's a shutterbug!
Yeah, some things in New York you just can't explain. And that's what's great about it.
That guy nearly hit somebody. I better do something. Think you ran a few reds, guys? That's perfect.
Protesting isn't just a constitutional right in New York. It's your civic duty. Especially when a multinational corporation is behind a bioweapon unintentionally getting released into the city.
quite a fool of the fellow. But pray now, my good Mr. Strut, amongst all this transmuting of metal and converting of water, can you inform us what it is that...
No, not yet. I gotta warm up. Work some different material first.
He's Spidey.
Not bad.
Oh! Spider-Man? I could actually use a new one.
Whether it's on the stage or in the open air, where else can you see legends and soon-to-be legends performing every day? London? That's really far away.
That should work for Robbie.
Honestly, we need a whole other photo series just on New York's music. Its impact, the communities it built, its outright brilliance. It's hard to encapsulate in one photo, but this isn't bad.
Good, good.
My best friend's kid painted this. I remember her showing me a sketch of it the day before it went up. New York is nothing without its people.
See, that's a smart strategy with your bishop there.
That's perfect.
You know, I saw an old Grand Master playing there last week. Anyone could walk up and challenge him. And he lost to a kid who lives down the street from me. Dead. Never seen anything like it.
A sand crystal. More Marco memories scattered all over New York. Not bad.
I mean, if I was rich, I'd take advantage of that backdrop too. I'd also be worried about constantly launching balls off the roof, but I guess they can afford it.
Hey, Robbie, you got the photo? I think it's a good one to close my submissions with.
Yeah, it's fantastic. But I'm a bit surprised you're stopping now since you left out two of the biggest parts of New York. The Spider-Man.
I mean, I don't know if they're that big. And they are kind of controversial.
Everything I see in these photos. All the stories and history and life. None of it would still be here if it wasn't for the Spider-Man. I hope they know that.
I bet they have some idea.
Well, thanks for the photos, Peter. You've always been better at this than you give yourself credit for.
I don't think that... Thanks, Robbie.